SexxxPerTease time! Today's question is it okay for an open relationship to be one-sided? Absolutely not. I feel like if you just let one person be allowed to hook up with other people when the other person isn't, that's basically just letting someone cheat on you. I mean, it's one thing if it's like a cuckold situation where like you're into watching your partner be with other people, because I feel like that's like group participation, like that's you're getting off to that because that's like your fantasy too, like your partner gets to fuck someone else but you get to get off to it. So like I feel like that's a different scenario as opposed to like you're actually like, okay, you can go out and hook up with other people, like you can still have your dating apps, I'm just gonna be loyal and faithful to you and I'll hook up with anyone else. Like that's dumb to me. Like that's just like being a doormat or letting someone like treat you like shit. I mean, if that's what you want, like that's your prerogative, like it's your life, your relationship, you make the rules for your own relationship. But to me, like that's just not fair, and I'm all about relationships should be about equality and fairness. Like what you can do, I can also do. So like if you don't want me doing something, that means you can't do it either. Like that's I feel like all relationships should be. Like there is no like, okay, you're allowed to get away with something but like I'm not. And I feel like so many people are like that, like they want to be out to like do whatever the fuck they want, but they want their partner to be like loyal and faithful to them, but they want to be able to go out and cheat and like hook up with whoever, but like they expect to like come home and like you're just waiting for them with dinner ready, like, oh, how was your day, like it doesn't matter, you're out fucking other people, like blah blah blah. Like that's not a type of relationship I would ever want or value or desire. Like if we decide to be open, then we're both going to be open. Like if you don't like the thought of me hooking up with other guys, then you better be ready to not hook up with other guys either. Like I feel like a lot of people are like anti-open relationships, but like they'll literally just go cheat, like, which makes no sense to me. Like I'd rather everything be out in the open. Like, okay, we're going to be open. You want to hook up with other people, I want to hook up with other people. Like there's nothing wrong with not wanting to be monogamous, because I feel like monogamy is an outdated concept. Like it's not natural, it's not like better than being open. Like we all do what's better for us. Like some people do value monogamy and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like I do feel like ideally I would love to be monogamous. On the other hand, it's like I also like sex and I like seduction and I like new guys and new penises and like hooking up and fucking around. But it's like we're also like young, so it's like maybe when you're older you want to be more monogamous or faithful. But I just feel like no matter what, like we choose a relationship that we think is best for us. But I feel like it's definitely not fair to yourself that you would ever want to be in a one-sided open relationship or force your partner to be faithful or loyal to you when you're not planning to be faithful and loyal to them. Like if you want someone to be faithful, loyal, honest, and you have to give being faithful, honest, and loyal, like you can't expect things from someone that you aren't going to give them in return. I feel like a lot of people are guilty of that. Like they're like, ew, I would never do an open relationship, yet they're out cheating on their man every weekend. Like that's so dumb to me. Like, or they're both cheating on each other. You're like, no, you were like refuse to have the conversation of being honest and like making a relationship that works for both people and being like faithful and at least honest. At least if you're both like open, you at least are knowing what the other's up to, you know how to protect yourself, you know, you're both like having conversations, or like you're being aware of what's going on in the relationship, as opposed to like don't ask, don't tell, or like you go do your thing, I'll do my thing, and we just don't talk about it, or like you get jealous and pissed off that your man's cheating on you even though you're secretly cheating on them too. Like I don't want that type of relationship. Like I'd rather just like, hey, you're hooking up with someone else, I'm hooking up with someone else. Like let's tell each other, let's be aware, let's be honest, let's know what's going on. Like I like to know the full story, the full picture. I like to know everything that's happening and what's going on. Like I can't do the whole lie, secrecy, deception. I mean, I already been lied to in relationships before, so I never want to experience that again. So yeah, I don't think it's okay for open relationships to ever be one-sided. If one person gets to hook up with other people, then the other person should be able to hook up with other people. And if that's a problem, then you either should break up, be open, or yeah, those are really the only options. Thanks for joining me for more SexxxPerTease.